What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy. I'm coming at you with a video that I'm oh so happy to be making right now, and where I'm in awe. I'm in awe that this movie is doing so well. Now, granted, I thought it was gonna do well. I'm just so happy it's doing so well. There were theories that hey, it might not get up there. Normies might be uninterested, what have you, but it looks like we're getting a really good weekend with Super Mario Bros. Actually sustaining a relatively good hold on the box office. Super Mario Bros. Doesn't have really any competition right now, and over the weekend it made right around $347 million. Which has pushed it up domestically to 347 domestically, $330 million internationally, giving a grand total of $67 million worldwide. And fun fact, Japan and Korea still have not opened this movie. They don't open the movie until the 28th. So I think this next weekend. No. I'm getting my weekends mixed up. The weekend after, the end of this month, Japan, the mecca of Nintendo. Korea, the second mecca of all this stuff. Get this movie, along with some country over in Europe. I don't know why, but they've waited that long. The moment this opens up there, this movie will be sprung into the $1 billion mark. If it already hasn't reached that mark yet. This movie will crack $1 billion. And I'm not the only one that thinks that. You got SciLive.com. Super Mario Bros. Movie is soaring towards $1 billion in the box office revenue. Super Mario World, the recently released Super Mario Bros. Movie from Universal, Illumination, and Nintendo, is riding Rainbow Road to $1 billion land. As of its second weekend in theaters, the movie, which features the voice of Chris Pratt, Anna Taylor-Joy, Seth Rogen, Jack Black, and Charlie Day, has registered an eye-popping mushroom-infused $678 million worldwide, with $85 million in its second weekend in North America, according to a Hollywood Reporter. This movie's skyrocketing. You're hearing tons of people talk about, hey, I'm going to see it a second time. I'm going to see it a third time. Chris Sanova from Geeks and Gamers has seen it 5 times, if not more. This movie is doing it's just invaded the zeitgeist of the cultural zeitgeist. Everybody's talking about it, and we'll get into that because I don't like some of the conversations around it. But it goes to show you, all you need to do for these movies, fan service, and sorry about that, little fan service. And when I say fan service, I don't mean, jiggly boobs or anything like that, but honoring the source material, honoring the fans, giving fans what they actually want, and stuff like that, giving them, hey, it's not member berries. This is fan service. This is bending down for the fans, the people that have been respecting this property almost better than Nintendo. People that love this property more than Nintendo. We honor them, the people that made this property so profitable. That's what they're honoring. There's no politics in it, not anti-woke, it ain't woke. It's just a fun movie that people love to talk about, love to interact with. And I'm happy. This is what we needed. You get Tom Cruise. He does Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, it's a little patriotic, doesn't have a political angle, super patriotic, does well at the box office, no real messaging other than America. That's it. You get John Wick Chapter 4. Guy shooting a bunch of people. Having fun. Doing crazy, phenomenal stunts. Stories, but you have to watch a bunch of stuff. It's a fun movie. This, fan service to the max. Story's a little light. Lovely. Everybody's having fun. These franchises have franchises, John Wick and Mario franchises. I don't really consider Top Gun a franchise, but these movies have figured out what Hollywood forgot. Honor, respect the fans. It's what Star Wars forgot. It's what the MCU's forgot. It's what so many properties before us have forgotten. And hey, it might, probably won't do this. It might tell Hollywood, hey, if you quit shoving crap into this, people will interact. It's probably not going to happen, but it's at least a start towards the right direction. That being said, we're also getting stuff like this because Hollywood, shill sites, these weird sites are just so angry that the fans got something for once that they like, and that's doing well. If the Mario movie makes $1 billion, we might really be screwed. Do you have any idea how many terrible video game movies are going to happen if Mario's unexpected blockbuster run continues? Unexpected. This whole article is just sitting here complaining about how if this continues, you're going to get an awful video game adaptation nightmare, which, to be fair, I'm not a huge fan of, but when it comes to Nintendo being involved in Nintendo properties, that's a whole another story that you're getting something else there, but that's besides the point. This was expected. We knew this was going to happen. The only people in our sphere that, I was shaky on, will it crack $1 billion? I'll admit that. But I knew this was going to be gangbusters. I knew that it was going to do really, really well because Mario has been around since the 80s. I said it. Your grandma who lives in the middle of nowhere, has a TV that's black and white and only gets 3 channels, still has a wall-mounted telephone that has the cord and you have to spin the dial to call out. She knows Mario. She knows who Mario is. She might not know a whole lot about Mario, but Mario is that prevalent. Mario is super popular, has a massive stay in the cultural zeitgeist, and it's because of Japan. Because Nintendo is so protective of all its IPs. Whether that's Zelda, whether that's Fire Emblem, whether that's Pikmin, technically Pokemon, but Pokemon's a Game Freak IP. In Pokemon IP, Pokemon gets a little messy around the corners. It is what it is. What have you of a Nintendo IP, they protect. They don't let other people touch. So much so that they'll actually strike YouTube channels for doing stuff with their games that they don't approve of. Not very cool, but it shows how protective they are of these IPs. They don't want anybody doing anything to them, which is why they've been so successful. Now, Nintendo's also very stupid in some of its decisions, but that's also because Nintendo doesn't compete with, Xbox or PlayStation. Nintendo's competition is Nintendo. That's always been its case. It doesn't care about everybody else, and it laughs at everybody else, sometimes to its detriment. Hi, Wii U. But let's get into this article. We're only like hours into the weekend at this point, but it's already becoming clear that we might have a problem on our hands with this Mario guy. See, the Super Mario Bros. Movie isn't just doing well in its second weekend at the box office, it's doing improbably, unexpectedly super well with a projected drop of just 45% in domestic returns from the last weekend. Well, 45, 50, give or take. By comparison, Avengers Endgame dropped 58.7% from its first weekend to its second. These are very good retention numbers, is the point. That includes a continual domination at the international box office, which all told means the Mario movie is expected to have made something like 659 million planet-wide by the time Monday rolls around. Here's the thing. Japan and Korea. 2 massive box offices. Has not touched yet. Think about that. And some rumors, when I say rumors, I always tell you guys, take it with a grain of salt. Don't know what's going to happen. Nintendo already has a plan for their own cinematic universe. And I know you're going to hear some people say, oh my God, it's going to be so excited. We could get a live action Zelda. We could get a live action Samus. We could do animated this, a different animation that. No, they want to do a cinematic universe, which means their animation style has to stay in the Illumination brand. Sorry, guys, but that's the reality. That's how this works. This is how you do a connected universe. How connected it's going to be, I don't know. I don't think you're going to see Mario cross over into Hyrule to help fight. I'm trying to think of a King DDD. Let's say that. You know, you're not going to have that situation, but you might have your Super Smash Brothers movie, which I've been saying is on the table now, which I am super excited for. I'm excited for, and this is going to be me, Kirby movie. I actually really like Kirby. Kirby's a fun character that I've always enjoyed, so much so that I actually like the kind of crappy animated TV show that was on 4Kids TV for a while. Yeah, showing my age. I've actually seen some stuff that a lot of people don't remember nowadays, even though I am technically Gen Z. Anyways, moving on. Monday, which means we may be in trouble. Terrifying reach of world in which the Super Mario Bros. Movie makes more than $1 billion and thus ushers in a cinematic hell on Earth, the likes of which humanity has only rarely had to contemplate. Had to contemplate? Oh, contemplate. I got it. Yeah, make fun of me. I don't care. Basically, our worry here, and we admit that this is informed by certain pessimism of the spirit brought on by multiple decades of watching video game movies fail in pretty much every conceivable artistic level. That's the thing, though. I don't like the fact that a lot of video game movies are being adapted. I don't like a lot of video game TV shows. I think it is a regression of the art form. Video games are dominating the space. They have become a bigger moneymaker than most movie industries. But at the same time, not everybody plays video games. So take it or leave it. What I will say is you're dealing with a different situation here. Here, you're dealing with Nintendo actively being involved with a Nintendo IP that they protect. Like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like it's the Queen of Sheba. Probably a bad example, but you kind of get my drift. That they are so hands-on with all their IPs, they don't like other people touching them. That's the difference here. When you get to like a Tomb Raider, when you get to The Last of Us, it's a shitty show. Trust me, it's so super shit. Even though you have maybe a creator here or there, they're not as hands-on as you would expect, and they're not as protective as Nintendo is. That's why things change and things get reimagined. Characters don't act like themselves. So yeah, you're dealing with apples and oranges here. In order for like the Halo show to be super fascinating, you would need the original, not 343, you would need Bungie to come back, take a hold and say, this is what Master Chief is going to do. Not Microsoft and not 343. That's the whole idea here. You have the original creator still around for Mario, making sure that it doesn't do what Mario inserts politics or anything like that. Now, with the political angle, again, there's no politics here, but of course, politicos have to come out and say, oh, it's this, it's that, it's anti-woke. There's woke politics in it. There's this, there's that. So much so you're getting weirdos like Matt Bender. God, I hate this guy. And I'm not just pointing out Matt Bender here. I'm also going to say people on the right are doing this. And no, it's not anti-woke. It's not woke. It's a fun movie. And Matt Bender here just doesn't get it because he's such in the political realm. Frickin' Tim Pool said it was woke. Does not understand this whatsoever. But you get Matt Bender here. You know conservatives didn't actually watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie because otherwise they'd be going bonkers over Bowser's right-hand man, Kamek, dressing in drag, LMAO. Yeah, because it was done comical. It was supposed to be a joke. That's my whole thing. It was a joke. I'm shocked you aren't offended by it. Because this used to be something that's okay, you know, characters dressing up as a woman for a gag, because the whole scene here was Bowser, and spoiler alert. Okay, spoiler alert. I gotta admit that Bowser was trying to prepare for proposing to Peach, and Kamek dresses up like Peach to do that. Wow, it's almost like we've had this in storytelling and movies for years now. It's not a political statement, it's a comedic statement. And guess what? It worked, and nobody cares. When you inject your politics into this, that's when you start saying, well, I don't believe this, I don't believe that. No politics. Quit the culture war shit around this. H3 Hassan, quit the culture war around it. Crazy conservative dude, Jack Posobiec. Jack Posobiec. It ain't anti-woke. It's just a good story. It's something Japan actually knows and Hollywood doesn't nowadays. It's a good movie. That's why it's going to make stupid thing. That's why it's going to make $1 billion, because it honors the fans. It knows what it needs to do, and it has zero politics in it. That's why it will cross that threshold. But let me get you guys' thoughts down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it out with friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.